Throughout Persona 5's early game, people keep saying things like, I don't believe the Phantom Thieves exist. But that makes no fucking sense. Somebody is making the calling cards. Somebody is making these people confess their crimes. People may not believe they're supernatural or that they actually steal hearts, but those are different questions. They quite fucking clearly exist. We keep talking about being Phantom Thieves in public. I mean, I guess it's handled somewhat realistically, seeing as Makoto, Futaba, and Takechi all figure out who we are pretty fucking easily. But for fuck's sake, guys, would you shut the fuck up already? Sai was briefly in the metaverse after Joker's interrogation, so why can't she understand Morgana? I guess they said something about having to hear Morgana speak in the metaverse to be able to understand him outside of it, but Akechi never talked to Morgana in the metaverse before Pancakes. I guess he must have spied on us in the metaverse or something? Regardless though, why don't Joker and Morgana bring Sai and Sojiro to Mementos briefly after they become our allies? Kind of a dick move on the party's part to keep them out of the conversations like that. Joker and Ryuji unlock Kamoshida's palace by chance. Admittedly, King of the Castle is a fairly common phrase, so it's not that unreasonable. My problem though is that this was kind of important to not Igor's plans, wasn't it? Wouldn't it have made more sense if not Igor had told us something, be it subtly or overtly, that led Joker to unlock the first palace? I feel like that wouldn't have been difficult and would have made for better storytelling. There should be a button I can press on the Persona background page that plays a clip of Joker saying the Persona's name. I like knowing how to pronounce their names, and Joker has proven me way off on more than a few occasions. The airlock puzzle in Okumura's palace is pretty poorly designed. And I know I'm far from the first person to complain about it, but most complaints I've seen are in the form of, it took me forever to get through that stupid place. And that wasn't the problem for me. Honestly, I got through the rooms fairly quickly. The problem is, I basically just fumbled my way through and either got lucky or got by on my puzzle design instincts. Like, not sure why, but I feel like I should probably pull this lever before moving on. But I was just barely starting to have an understanding of how the puzzle actually worked by the time I was walking out of it. So I feel like they really just need to explain the puzzles better, or start with a couple really simple ones that are designed to make it clear how they work. That way the puzzles can be thought through instead of fumbled through. Or maybe they're just terrible puzzles that shouldn't exist. During Shinya's first Confidant event, both he and various members of the crowd mentioned how much he's cursing, but, he didn't. At all. I mean, it'd be one thing if this was a T-rated game and we're just supposed to imagine the kid cursing under his breath or something, but there's no shortage of shits and fucks in the game already, so why? And I swear, if there's some fucking rule about kids under a certain age not being allowed to swear, even in a fucking M-rated game, I'm gonna fucking torch the ESRB, cause this shit is getting ridiculous. This is really my own failing rather than the game's, but it wasn't until the final dungeon of my second playthrough that I realized I could sit on the toilet or lie on the bed in the Velvet Room. It's just too easy to thread that needle and not see either prompt while exiting, and for some reason I never thought to try. Then, after hundreds of hours of playing the game, I accidentally made Joker sit on the toilet while trying to leave. Not sure why I'm admitting this, but it's a thing that happened. Go, Machisel Dick! Oh, yeah, what he said.